In this video, we're going to talk about walking around virtual spaces with Freeaim.
Basically, these are kind of robotic wearable shoes. So you might have seen these kind of VR treadmills. You got a couple of types. You got the ones where you're sliding your feet.
Yes.
And then you kind of,
became popular
exactly.
a bit. Yeah.
And then you've kind of got these really big, expensive, and complicated ones, like the Infinidec, the omnidirectional treadmills. Like the motorized treadmills, they tend to be better because they give a more natural sensation. You know, they've got motors, they're powered, they end up giving, a more natural, enjoyable sensation. So what we tried to do is basically kind of miniaturize all the technology into like a pair of shoes, right? So rather than building one big expensive machine, like really expensive, big complex machine, we basically miniaturize the tech into a pair of shoes. Right, which kind of makes sense, right? If you were building a road for cars, you wouldn't fill the road with wheels. You put the wheels on the car, right? It's the same principle here. So it's a little bit more high tech than what people realize because the shoes can move in any direction. They're omnidirectional, so they can go sideways as well as forwards and back.
So, like, if you're saying if you slide your foot,
yeah.
to like another.
The way it works is that you can take side steps.
Okay.
And then the shoes move you back.
Okay.
Yeah. So you kind of like take side steps and then you walk again and the shoes will bring you back.
So what's under the shoes? Is it just a bunch of motors and wheels, or?
Yeah, it's secret. It's secret.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding with you. Yeah. So basically, like if you look at a shoe here, there's some modules underneath that rotate like this.
Okay.
And this is what allows it to kind of like move sideways. So imagine if you're walking, actually you're going to walk and you're going to move sideways like that as you're walking. But you don't notice that that's happening.
And then how is it connecting to whatever interface you're using?
Yeah, so it's all wireless. It connects to a PC using Bluetooth. And then obviously with the VR headset, you can use whatever headset you want as long as it works with Steam. We prefer wireless headsets, of course, so like a Quest Pro, Quest 3. But it would work with any sort of headset that works with a PC.
And is there sort of a minimum recommended area that you have to move around?
So we tried to design it so that it's typically what people might have in their living room. So the minimum space is like 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters, which in feet is 9 feet. Yeah. So about 1.5 by 1.5 meters is kind of like the minimum space. So, most people will have that much space in their living room or office or, this kind of area. Yeah, so really what you're doing is you're taking a limited space where previously you could just take a couple of steps and then you're hitting the barrier, right? You're hitting the wall. But the VR shoes effectively turn like a small space into like an unlimited space. So you could play games like, No Man's Sky, Fallout 4, Skyrim, Half-Life Alyx, and you can walk it as far as you want, right? And it's really fun and it's really immersive.
Anything with like materials, like we got a hard floor here. Does it work on softer floors, or does it have to be hard?
It will work on like a kind of like a low pile carpet that's not too soft, but with like a mat on top. Yeah, so we recommend kind of like a tiles or like a vinyl floor or like laminate floor, but carpet should work if we put a mat on top of the carpet. I mean, the only thing to mention that you haven't asked about was kind of the consumer versus the B2B, the enterprise.
Oh, so you have two versions?
Yeah,
okay.
So the inspiration for this was like gaming. But the developer kit, we're already selling that, but we're selling that at the moment into businesses. So into like universities, research organizations, industrial companies for training, healthcare, even like working with some kind of agencies for like Mars astronaut training. So some really cool and interesting stuff that we're currently in talks with. We're working on the consumer gaming product, and this is going to come out next year. But right now, what we're selling is kind of going into businesses because we need to kind of build up that kind of traction.
Yeah.
We need some early customers that we can kind of work closely with.
Cool. Where can people find out more information?
On our website, and we have a YouTube channel. So it's freeaim.com. And we also have a YouTube channel. Just search for Freeaim VR.